What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about where exactly should you start if you want to be a network engineer in 2025. Let's get into the video. So I kind of gathered a few things here that I think are going to be pretty crucial to somebody who's trying to just get into the field of network engineering, whether that be a transition or if you're coming right out of school, or maybe you're just coming right out of high school and you're looking at the best path to get into network engineering. Now, the first place to start with anything network related has got to be the OSI model. If you don't understand the OSI model, you're not going to be able to troubleshoot, to do anything related to networking. So make sure you really understand and get that down pat if you want to get into this industry. Now, I could make a whole separate video just about the OSI model alone, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about other aspects of network engineering that you can also apply to getting into the field. But I real briefly want to go through something that somebody had taught me and has always stuck with me ever since, and that is a little slogan that says, please do not throw sausage pizza away. And that was a good way for me to understand what the OSI model was from the ground up. And what it means is, so please is the physical layer, do is the data link layer, not is the network layer, throw is the transport layer, sausage is the sessions layer, pizza is the presentations layer, and away is going to be your application layer. It's just been a helpful way that I've learned to memorize the OSI model, and it comes in handy when you're troubleshooting. That's where you have to start. The next step is understanding basic OS technologies and how to maneuver through OS systems, whether that be Windows, Mac, or Linux. And we're talking about the basics here, guys, but the basics are important. You want to learn how to do things like find the MAC address to your device, find the IP of your device, find your DNS IP on your device. Also, how to set your IP is a very helpful tool to have. You want to understand subnetting and CIDR notations for networking. This is the kind of stuff that you need to learn how to do on an operating system so that you can work on endpoints to try to troubleshoot some issues that they may be having connecting to the internet. Now, let's talk about the fun part, right? Certifications. What certifications do you think that you'll need for network engineering? Well, there's two that come top of mind. It really hasn't changed in a little while, and that is going to be the Network Plus by CompTIA, as well as the CCNA. Now, the Network Plus is kind of like a more generalized certification when it comes to networking. It's what they call vendor agnostic, so you're going to learn networking as a whole, where CCNA is more focused towards Cisco and a lot of Cisco products. So if you're somebody who is just getting into the field, I would recommend the Network Plus. Save the CCNA and the Cisco certifications for on the job market if you find yourself working with a lot of Cisco products. The Network Plus is a fairly inexpensive certification, which is a positive thing for somebody that's coming right out of school, or somebody who's coming out of transitioning from another career. So that's always good. Now, where can you start getting some hands-on experience? Well, there's a Cisco software called Packet Tracer, which is really nice, and that's another thing. I can go into a whole nother video about just Packet Tracer. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something that you would be interested in, and I'll get one of those videos out for you. But on a high level, Packet Tracer is going to enable you to create your own virtual network so that you'll have things like switches and endpoints and routers and firewalls, and you can open up the command lines and write config in there and be able to watch flow of traffic from endpoint to endpoint. It's a good way for you to see a bird's eye view of a network and how it all logically works together. You know, it's easy to learn by reading books and stuff like that, and you know, people are telling you this is how this works and this is how that works. But for me, it really started to open up once I seen it playing out in front of my eyes. And I think that's a good place to start with Packet Tracer, is being able to see that before you get into the industry. So then you have that experience to see what routers and switches are doing, how the configurations are set up, and how traffic is ultimately being passed from device to device. Now, the last thing, I know you don't want to hear it, but I think that it's still very relevant in today's world, and that is getting a degree. Unfortunately, HR still wants to see that you have some kind of degree where you have been disciplined to learning a specific industry, in this case networking, and it's still a good thing to have under your belt that people cannot take away from you. That's something that you have for the rest of your life, and I think it's a great asset to put on your resume, and I think that it's still helping people get IT jobs today, contrary to popular belief or what you may hear on the internet today. Now, do you need to get a networking degree? No, absolutely not. You would be fine getting some type of IT degree in general. I think a lot of companies would be just fine seeing that on your resume versus anything specific to networking. And it also broadens your horizons. If you want to move on beyond that, you're not locked into, you know, a specific knowledge base. So this was actually a requested video by somebody on YouTube, and I wanted to go ahead and fulfill that request for them. I'm trying to help you guys the best that I can. That's why this channel was ultimately started. So I hope whoever had requested that in the comments found some good insight, in whoever else is watching, to understand exactly what you should be doing if you're looking to get into network engineering. I got a lot more videos coming out for you guys. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff related to like cloud work, like AWS, and how cloud works with security, because I think that is something that is very good for the beginner to start picking up right away, because cloud is just getting bigger and bigger. But you guys will see that coming up in some future videos. So guys, thank you all for watching. If you're interested in this kind of content, subscribe down below, hit the bell notification. You'll get all the alerts of when I post a new video, so you can stay on track and continue learning. I will catch you in the next video.